location in 5 separate locations for today's Star Wars RPG. So I'm just going to share that on Twitter, and then we'll hop into the game. How is everyone doing today?
I'm alright.
Okay.
Like a little bit of a headache, but yeah, I'm loving.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so we are just over half an hour late to starting this, because we are having technical difficulties on my end. Basically, I couldn't hear any of them. They could all hear each other and hear me, but I couldn't hear them, which also meant y'all on stream wouldn't have been able to hear them. Which
That's fine. We could have just mimed.
I mean,
I'll
yeah.
just add some captions to my webcam next time.
But yeah, so previously, well, I don't know if we actually need to do the previously on the Star Wars RPG necessarily, because none of these characters were here in the previous session.
It's true.
So, but, well, we'll go kind of some stuff that's happened since, because previously some of our heroes had, the rebel group on Chesic Prime had to flee there, and some of our heroes had gone to a hidden rebel base on one of the moons of Kashyyyk. And after the whole adventures there and such, a lot of other rebels were, but only specific ones were told about this location and to head there to start actually setting up this base properly, because it was basically a small base. There's only had been only one person on it. Rest in peace, Mim Ranu. And yeah, so Jacen. When did we last see Jacen?
With Danny and
Yes.
Brendan.
Yeah. And
Was teaching him the Force, apparently.
okay. And Kilo was last seen just, I think, on Chesic Prime.
The last I remember of her is a session she wasn't actually in, which was the whole race thing. When, like, it was said she was there, but I don't remember.
But yeah, but
like, the last actual session she was on.
But she was on Chesic Prime last we left her.
Yeah.
So she was one of the people that she would have got off on one of the other ships or whatever, left on one of the other ships from Chesic Prime. And so at some point, I guess her and Jacen probably met up again and came to this base here on Moon of Kashyyyk. Aqildi would have come here from, because last we saw her, she was still on Yavin 4. And basically,
a little slow getting places, that's all.
What?
A little slow getting places, that's all.
Well, the thing is, the rebel base on Yavin 4 is still around, and like, it's a bit difficult to leave that base because it's under Imperial blockade. You know, the occasional ship gets past. And recently, a few ships have gotten out of there. That includes one with Aqildi and some other, like, characters which will be come into play in the next session. And possibly, like, random NPCs and other characters as well, but... And came here to the Moon of Kashyyyk. And, then Tartatha, who was in the area, because he's been doing a lot of work for the rebellion in and around this area, the Kashyyyk system and such. He was recently called to this base and also asked if he could, like, if he knew anyone, you know, like, some muscle he could, like, you know, for help with a mission. And he contacted, you know, somebody he recently worked with, Wuta. And so basically...
Together.
What?
It's all coming together.
Yeah. And basically, so... they all came to the rebel base here along with... which NPCs do I need for this? I ever actually had that character show up yet? Because if not, that would actually make my life a lot easier. Where are my proper notes? Okay, I have had that character show up, and I don't remember specifics, so no, we're not going to use that character.
Always forget how I have a Darth Vader keychain. Or how much stuff I have in general.
Yeah.
Oh. Anyway, I will be shopping for rope, because apparently I'm out of rope.
And all of your characters need rope.
Of course.
Sure. Actually, no. Okay. I think that's all I want. Yes. Okay. So, you're all in the rebel base, and you're all called to the meeting room. And I assume everyone goes there.
Yeah.
And also,
Sure.
okay. And also there are a few well, there's Captain Richard Thorne, who I don't think I've had show him. I haven't had show up yet, but like I mentioned him last stream. He's the one who's going to be in charge of the base for the time being. And some of the characters may have met him before. He's been with the rebellion for a little while, but probably none of you know him too well or anything. But then also there is some characters that at least Jacen knows, I think. Well, knows at least some of them. So, Leslie Robinson, who's a minor Jedi.
Let me see.
Sounds familiar-ish.
That sound familiar, yeah.
And Clara Oton, I think is what I said there. My writing's a bit messy. Who is a failed Jedi. So yeah, Leslie was the one who showed up like kind of semi-regularly early on. Clara only showed up like once or twice. But yeah, and Dan the Wookiee.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's not at all confusing to have Dan the Wookiee at the same time we have Dan playing a Wookiee.
No, I
It won't be
missed it.
confusing at all.
It's been so long.
Yeah. So everyone comes in and takes their seat, and Richard Thorne is like, hello everyone. So have something of a mission to send you all on. A number of weeks ago, one of our teams went aboard a ship called the Excelsior to listen in on a meeting between some Imperials and some people from CyTech. Things did not go as planned, and basically one second, what was the species called again? A Sigarian named Laura used some kind of mind control to take control of most of the people aboard the ship, and thus the ship itself.
Oh yeah, that did happen.
Which, in and of itself, would already be an issue, although not necessarily something the rebellion would be majorly focused on. However, our recent intel suggests that the CyTech agents aboard, who she had initially taken control of, managed to resist that control and turn her into one of the cyborgs that, they forced to do stuff. So the ship is now under CyTech control.
Oh.
We had started putting together a team that was going to be going in aboard the Moonwater. However, that ship just took off like an hour ago with a few people aboard, and we don't know why. So we're going to be sending all of you, and yeah.
Okay.
To basically, your mission is to basically stop CyTech. Like, basically, make sure they can't figure out how to reverse engineer whatever Laura's method of mind control is, and make their own, turn that into something they can use cybernetics to duplicate. And yeah, we have a ship you can take to go meet up with the Excelsior, and yeah, because of the issues with how tough the CyTech cyborgs are, so we decided to send some muscle in the form of few Wookiees and a few of our people that use lightsabers, stuff that does a bit more damage, and yeah.
Also me.
Also the walking arsenal that is Kilo Tenrin.
You know what? That's fair. That's fair, actually.
Walking arsenal.
Yes.
Kilo, the walking arsenal.
Yeah, beautiful. And any questions?
When do we leave?
Right away, if you are prepared.
No, I would like to go get some rope, or if we have some rope in storage.
How much?
Do we have anyone that's good at healing, and do they have med packs?
That's not Jacen.
Um,
My healing's a 3d1.
Same for mine.
Yeah.
The Wuta at least.
Ditto.
Okay.
Leslie has 4D plus 1.
Okay, that's good.
Okay, note to self: keep Leslie alive at any cost.
Okay. How much rope do you need? You're asking about that?
Yes.
Last time I took 50, so I'll take 50 again.
Sure.
50 ropes, please.
50 ropes, yeah. Not 50, no, 50 ropes.
Okay. Anything else you need?
Probably more med packs for everyone would be nice.
I have 2, and I don't need any, so it's good.
You can each take up to 3 if you want. 3 med packs.
Okay. I'll minus 6.
Do we have thermal detonators?
Um,
I will take thermal detonators.
sure, we have 8 thermal detonators you can take.
Yes, please.
Medpacks sound like a good plan.
8 thermal detonators sounds like a great plan. Anyway, if anyone else wants med packs, I mean, go for it. It's just not. It's not for me. I am only here to hurt. I am not here to heal.
I'm slow and clumsy, so
Okay.
Oh, wait, I forgot to write one thing on my actual sheet. I do have decent healing on Jacen.
Oh, yeah?
Me. I have a 5D on Madison.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, thank God.
I mean,
Never mind, keep myself alive at all costs.
Jacen is probably the character that has got the most experience, so you have a lot of stuff. Oh wait, Jacen and Zoe have over the course of the game gotten identical amounts of experience, even though Jacen has 2 more sessions.
Well, that'll change this session anyway.
Yeah, oh yeah, but
Unless you give us the exact same again for the one that Zoe's going to be on.
yeah, but yeah. Well, the fact that Zoe has the same with 2 less sessions means, Zoe's gotten an slightly more per session on average, just very slightly.
Yeah.
That's fair. That used to give us a lot less points,
Yeah,
which probably also helps.
Yeah. I do tend to be more generous with experience these days than I used to be.
Yeah. I remember the time we got like maybe 4, if we're lucky, 5 skill points per session.
Oh.
Which is fair.
Yeah.
Okay. So, anything else any of y'all need?
I'm good.
Yes, I would like 6 more lightsabers.
We don't have any lightsabers in stock. It's just what... you 3 are pretty much the only people on base with lightsabers.
Yeah. I mean, I do have like the extra one, which like doesn't work. It sparks, but that's about it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if there's nothing else, then get to your ship and be on your way.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good too.
We have med packs, right? That was clarified. We do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I said, anyone who wanted could have up to 3 med packs. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
I took 3.
Okay. Okay, so you all go to the ship, and who's piloting?
I can pilot.
Got it.
I'll
For what?
pilot.
Okay. Okay. Roll me your piloting to take off.
All right. Hope everybody had fun. We're gonna die now.
Strapped in.
Okay.
How about?
Me too.
Not as good as Zoe, though, but.
I mean, yeah, she has like a 76 stat.
I do have 76.
I just want to imagine he just goes and just rolls only 6. It's just 66 and all 6.
Jesus.
My goal isn't to be better. My goal is just to have us all live.
That's fair.
20. Yeah. Take off, go up into space. And yeah, you've been provided with astrogation data to the Excelsior's current location, which will be a 2-day trip.
Okay.
So that you can just go and make the jump. And yeah, and then so you have 2 days in hyperspace to do stuff. If any of you have anything you want to be doing on the ship during the hyperspace jump.
Yes, I'm gonna fiddle about my broken lightsaber.
Okay.
Or Jacen is going to, rather, I guess I should specify at this point.
Yeah, and what's Wuta doing?
I guess he's just practicing his, like, swordsmanship.
Okay. Anyone else doing anything?
Probably
Chill
just
in the cockpit.
Okay. So
I was tempted, like, I'm gonna talk to myself, but like, no, that'd be like too weird for me. Have an intense conversation with myself.
feel free to do that though. You're playing two
the
characters
rest of the session.
Okay. So the 2 days through hyperspace goes rather uneventfully. After which you'll jump out and you see the Excelsior. It's right now in you're near to a planet, but it's not like, well, yeah, it's in orbit of a planet. Planet that is called something.
We ran out of names, so we just named this one something. Fun
Yep.
fact.
Yeah.
Good.
So now, what are y'all going to do?
Did we have a plan?
Don't we need to communicate with the Excelsior?
Do we?
Don't think we have to, right?
I mean, your mission is to, stop CyTech, preferably releasing control of, the people that they're controlling via Laura.
Okay, so we'll blow up the ship.
Oh yeah.
Blowing up the ship would technically be a way of fulfilling your mission. Jacen will get a dark side point, but otherwise, the rest of you will be fine.
Jacen
That
doesn't need
happens
to
every
go.
time Aqildi's around.
True.
We'll just tell Jacen to go to his room and close the door and put on, earmuffs, and we'll kill everybody. It's fine.
I didn't agree to this.
Okay. So,
Do we know anyone on board?
Well, we wouldn't know, but like, out of character, like, we would know there's like a lot of civilians on there.
yeah, like,
I'm just wondering if we contact.
well, so, well, the basic situation is that this person, Laura, she's using mind control on pretty much like the entirety of the crew of the ship.
Okay.
And passengers as well, presumably. Because
Right.
it was a cruise ship. And then CyTech is controlling her via basically having a bomb in her head. And cybernetics and such.
Hmm.
Can we try and sneak aboard the ship?
I think sneaking would be hard, but we could try.
You could definitely try. You would roll me a piloting check for trying to stealthily attach to. Would you be wanting to attach to a airlock, or do you want to just like attach, like land on the ship itself and then just like cut a hole through? Because that would be easier as far as the piloting check, but then you'd have like a hole to deal with.
We do love holes around here.
Yeah, it'd be like a lab with holes.
So, what do you want to do?
Well, how confident you feel you can pilot this thing in?
I'll try to do the airlock. Why not?
Okay. Roll me a piloting.
I'm sorry, everybody, if it's bad.
You can do
Okay,
it.
All right.
it's better than my
not
first
bad.
one.
23. Okay, so you go trying to like fly in a pattern to hopefully like fly in like sensor blind spots and such, and pretty much do a thing where like at the last second you just kind of, because you're flying forward, and you just kind of flip around and attach to the airlock, and you are attached to the airlock. You don't know for certain that nobody spotted this, but you are now docked with
Young
the
people and their
Excelsior.
stunt driver tricks, huh?
Tartatha isn't actually that young. He's
No.
Yeah.
he's a Wookiee, so he's how old again?
They're all young compared to me.
267.
I just put old.
Ow.
Yeah.
Uh,
And how old is Wuta?
333.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And I'm 20.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Dan the Wookiee, Danilajak, is just 30. So he is actually young for a Wookiee. But like, you know,
Yeah.
Wookiees still mature at the same rate as humans. So, you know, he's still an adult or whatever. It's just, you know, they just live a lot longer. But they still, like, grow to adulthood at the same rate. So anyway, so yeah, you're now docked to the ship. So what is your plan now? Or your course of action?
Is there like a portal we can see before we open the door?
You know what, yeah, there will be like a window.
Okay. I'm gonna go take a peek. See if we have a waiting party for us.
Okay, roll me a search.
That's a 5D. Okay. I have to remember how to do this, folks. Walk me through it, Eric.
Roll 20. So somebody else would actually be better to walk you through that than me.
Okay.
Yeah,
Slash
slash
R
R.
space. Oh.
Okay. One person. Slash R space 1, or however many D6. I don't know why I said 1.
Okay, it's actually 5.
So,
What were we
yeah.
looking for? Search? Yeah. Search. I have a 5, so.
Okay. Yeah, slash R space 5D6.
That seems pretty good to me.
That's pretty good.
24, yeah. So you look around.
Very nice.
You don't see anyone in the corridor outside the airlock. Yeah, you do make note of the fact though that the lights in this corridor are dimmed. Like they're not like it's not like there's no light, but it's dim. Like this is probably not area people go through very often, so there's no need to have like, you know, full lights on right now.
Good news, folks. Probably safe to board from this area.
Nice. Just like I planned. Although nobody can understand me besides the Wookiees and Jacen.
True.
Yeah, so really there's yeah, only a few characters. I guess there's the 2 NPCs that also don't necessarily know Wookiee.
I will teach them.
Oh my god, Zuno. My dog is fine, I swear.
Okay. So what are y'all doing next?
I'm gonna do something I haven't done in a while. I'm gonna be a radar.
Oh, okay. Um.
My favorite thing is when the book comes out.
Yeah. He hasn't been playing this character in a while, so I forgot how to do all the force stuff.
It's gonna be like, so you're gonna lean against the wall. No, I'm using my force.
Okay, Okay, what do you do for that again, normally? When you say radar?
It's the sense thing, I believe. I can leave time minutes because I don't even remember. Let's see.
Not... Or is that just kind of the thing we were kind of doing? You're just kind of sensing, or like, what are you all like trying to do?
Well, like I know I can keep like a force on.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm trying to like let me just find a skill otherwise. I don't remember how it's called. Definitely not accelerate healing. Let's see.
Because like under sense, there's receptive telepathy, magnify senses, life sense, and instinctive astrogation.
I mean, are you just trying to like sense for people? Is that what it is?
Yeah. Like. I guess it wouldn't be magnify sense, I think. Yeah, well, it would be just like make sure that I can keep around or there's people around or not.
Okay, yeah, just keeping track of where people are. Okay, roll me a sense, and then we'll go from there. Okay, 15. Okay, so you obviously sense your various co-workers around you. I couldn't think of a better word. And then you also sense that there's a lot of people on this ship, numbering in the hundreds. I'm going to say in the hundreds. I can't remember if I mentioned previously how many people are on the ship. So you're definitely sensing that there's a lot of people, but also with that many, it's hard to like... you'll be able to tell... if you're keeping this up, you'll be able to tell when, you're getting close to smaller groups, but, right now, other than, the people around you, a lot of the others are just like, distinct, it's like just a lot of people. It's like when you have like a map with a lot of points on it, and they just all kind of become like a big blob. So
for now, I'll keep it on because I would like to know if we ever are somewhere, like if someone's like coming specifically into our direction.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, yeah. Just remember though that while you have it on, everything else is reduced by 1d.
Yeah.
Okay.
If anything does happen, I will probably just like drop it right away.
Okay. Okay. So now, what are y'all gonna do? Jacen's acting as a enemy radar.
Do we want to make a plan or just walk in and see what happens?
I'm a walk in and see what happens sort of person.
I feel like
we do
Hero
have to
is too.
stop it. Probably one of the better options to once again disable the engines.
What?
That's what we did last time, right?
Well, that was a different set of characters.
Oh yeah, we did do that.
But yeah,
Zoe did that.
Yeah.
It's a rebel standby.
What would disabling the engines actually do for us besides alert them to our presence?
Yeah. We'll just go say, "Hi, bring me to your leader."
Do we know how this mind control is happening?
Not really.
Yeah, you don't really have very good intel on exactly how it works, because like it's not a normal ability that Sigarians have. So whether it's something through the Force, or if it's something else that's just like specific to this individual Sigarian, you don't really know.
So we probably need to take him out.
Her.
Or disable him somehow. Her, sorry.
Okay.
Them.
You know what? Because I'm thinking of that too.
Well, no, but who's controlling her then?
Again?
The bomb.
I'm gonna send for anything Force specifically.
Okay.
Or at least it's something regarding to mind control, I guess.
Okay. Roll me a sense.
Also, CyTech is controlling her.
Yeah. Yeah, they're a cybernetics company.
Yeah.
Wait, can we disrupt that?
D3.
Can we make like an EMP?
I mean, not above that.
What's everyone's technical skill if you're wanting to make an EMP?
Really low, but I'm the planner, not the doer.
Yeah, if it's 2D plus 1 on one, and 3D plus 1 on the other.
The like overall technical skill.
Yeah, I'm
2D. It's not
Me
this
too.
character.
because I don't think any of the
3D plus 1.
Yeah, because I don't think any of those specific skills would really, relate to an EMP. Yeah,
Demolition.
Demolition is the closest, but it still doesn't really feel.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah. So for the 23, you're reaching out with the Force to see if you can encounter anything else of the Force. You don't really feel anything doesn't seem like there's anyone especially Force sensitive on the ship other than you, Leslie, and Clara. Clara. Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, well, I won't be a writer anymore. Guess that won't really do anything anyway with this much people right now.
Yeah, I think the only way to disrupt it would be to knock her out.
Yeah. Which would mean we would have to find her first.
Mm-hmm. Do we have anything that's obviously good for knocking out psychic aliens,
Setting our blasters to stun.
What are the odds that when we go in there that mind control will extend to us?
It didn't last time, but
I don't think we were ever spotted last time.
No, oh no, that's true. We only talked to her via comms.
Yeah. We went up on the lift and then we went straight back down afterwards.
I remember that now. You're right. I remembered us having a conversation, but it was over comms.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did just sort of go up and then see a group of people, and we're like, all right, cool, bye.
We're also going to say a lot of this information was in reports that you read of that encounter, since those were other characters.
We have to research.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rebellion keeps us properly debriefed.
Yeah.
I don't know. We could end up being mind control. Who knows?
Yeah. I mean, maybe I could somehow do something that's more like, I don't know, a force barrier with, protecting his mind control or something.
I don't know. We'll see. Maybe just try to sneak up and shoot. Who knows? Who knows? Let's just go in and see what happens. I'm down.
Yeah, I'm ready just to go.
Yeah. Same.
Just quickly check if there's anything specific with the Force. Well, there's anything specific with the Force that you could do, but that doesn't necessarily mean you couldn't try. Just because the abilities listed in the book are just like, you know, more
yeah.
common things. You can try other stuff, and I will of course say, okay, this is what you have to do, and then tell you fail. I mean, to tell you whether you fail.
Or,
Yeah. Okay, so you're all just going?
yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm shaking my head, but I'm following.
Okay, so...
Portion is already splitting up.
Why?
Okay, that's an O then.
I mean, if we come to a fork in the road, maybe. We're not at a fork in the road. I don't see why.
Well, I mean, upon leaving, you know, the airlock, there's a corridor that goes in two directions.
No, just there's. I don't think there's any reason to split up, though. I don't. I think it'd be counterproductive.
Okay. And
We
where...
should probably at least try to blend in, though.
Yeah, I mean, we should try to sneak.
Okay. And where are you trying to get to?
Most nearby room? Or
The cockpit.
area?
The bridge?
Yeah, the cockpit.
Bridge, you mean?
Oh, okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
In the meantime, we're listening to see if anyone's saying anything that's useful.
True.
You also haven't seen anyone yet, remember that. But, so you start going in the direction of the bridge. You're all trying to be sneaky, so everyone roll me your hide sneak. And let us...
I forgot my high sneak's so bad.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
I'm a Wookiee. I stick out, okay?
Sir?
I know, I'm just... Because I have to roll with 2 now.
Oh. Typing it seems weird, but that's fine, I guess.
Oh. I have a
Wow.
+1 on that. Oh dear.
I have a very not
Wait.
sneaky...
This is
Yeah.
not a stealth crew.
You have a +1, you said?
Mm-hmm.
For the record, after the D6, you can put, like, plus whatever
Okay.
in the future.
It's not in there yet. Because the difference between 8 and 9 is going to make a huge difference on the outcome here.
Mhm.
I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The D6
I
is definitely
appreciate that
not.
reassurance.
Okay, so, Jacen's being really sneaky.
Wuta, however.
And then there's the rest of you, including the NPCs.
Well, I got a 12. It could be worse.
Yeah,
it
yeah,
could
yeah.
be much better. For me, that's low, but it's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. So you're going forward, and like, you know, Jason's being kind of or being pretty stealthy. Kilo was, but then upon everyone else, you know, not being so stealthy, Kilo's just like, whatever.
Basically, like when the chipmunks all land on top of each other going into a room, that's us right now, isn't it? Like on the cartoon.
Sure.
Yeah.
So, you're going through, and coming upon a corner. Everyone make me a perception check.
Okay.
I am not perceptive.
Ooh.
Same with Wuba or Wuta, whatever.
Better than my, better than my stealth check.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Uh,
That 4. Hell yeah. It's gonna save us.
Okay.
One of us.
What have you done?
The
So
Wookiees rolled the same.
Aqildi and Kilo can hear some movement around the corner.
Can we peek?
Put up my arm to try and stop them from keeping going.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to peek around the corner?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, roll me hide sneak to do a quick peek.
Okay. Better.
Okay, you do a quick glance, whatever, and you see 4 guards, 4 like ship security, setting up a repeating blaster.
We probably want to stop that from happening. I mention it quietly to the rest of the group.
Well, what are we gonna do about it?
Shoot. Start
Fight.
shooting. I'm gonna
Alright.
shoot.
It's punching time.
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna wait around the corner and see what happens.
Okay, so we're going to combat here. Where'd my mouse go?
So is the repeating blaster set up, or is it?
Not. They're still setting it up, so it's not like. Let's just get some. Let's see here.
Do we want to set our blasters to stun first? These are technically civilians that are just under control, but also my character definitely doesn't care. So unless somebody else mentions it, I'm probably not doing it.
I'm just running up and punching them, so whatever happens, happens.
Can we attempt to disable folks without actually killing anyone here?
Setting our blasters to stun.
Yeah, you can set
I just
Do
blasters.
that.
There's not a
Okay.
force thing I can do to stop their movement, right?
Strong force person to do that.
I'm gonna say you could definitely try. I wouldn't advise trying, but
Like, what is it? Something like how I would normally lift an object, but like just keep it in keep it in place.
you could definitely try.
I feel like stun is probably the simplest thing to do.
Yeah. So yeah, Jacen will just shoot the stun, and Wuta will punch the unconsciousness.
Okay. Okay, so Jacen is shooting to stun. Shooting one of them. Okay. Wuta is running up to one of them.
Yep.
Okay. Then what's Kilo doing?
Shooting. Also stun.
Okay.
Thank you.
Shooting them.
So far, Wuta, Jacen, Kilo all going for different targets.
I'd assume so. Yeah.
Okay, Aqildi,
How many are there again?
4.
I'm gonna stay around the corner and see what happens.
Okay.
You can see
Tartatha.
these stats. It's no good.
I'm gonna go up and punch somebody.
Okay. Different one than the other 3.
Sure.
Okay, and then we'll have.
My plan is to hold up my foot if any of them try and run away. To trip
Perfect.
someone. That's my plan.
Then the Wookiee is going to shoot. same one that Wuta's running up to. Then let's think. What are their blasters? Huh. Okay, we'll have them each shooting the one that. Well, one of them shooting the one that Tartatha is running up to.
3 Wookiees. We could just have 2 Wookiees pick up the repeating blast, and the third one just shoot.
Clara will shoot the one that Kilo's shooting? I don't know. And then they are going to shoot back at... I'm going to shoot at Jacen. That one's going to shoot at Wuta. That one's going to shoot at Kilo, and that one's going to shoot at Tartatha. The ones having Wookiees coming running at them are definitely shooting at those Wookiees. Okay, so everyone, other than the 2 Wookiees doing the, because you're running right now, you'll be doing your shots or your attacks on the next round. Everyone else roll your blaster. Why am I taking so many dice?
God, such
okay
low
with it.
rolls.
No, that's... Oh, wait. That was the wrong character. That was that one. That one is that. Okay. That's not so bad. Okay, and now the guards. And okay, so then Kilo got 19, and Jacen got 16. Okay.
Eat.
So Kilo hits first. Roll for damage.
Right.
I know you're hearing this, but he is momentarily stunned.
Uh,
Which one is that? That's that one. Okay. Then Danila Jack hits next with his bowcaster. What is bowcaster damage again? Bowcaster 40. Okay. Okay. setting it to stun, the equivalent of wounded is stun for 2 combat rounds. Okay. So that was which one? G2. Okay. Okay. Then we have Jacen next. Roll for damage.
Consistent.
Okay. That one is. You also had yours set to stun?
Yep.
Okay. That one is then stun for 2 combat rounds. Let's that one. Okay. And then Leslie actually does hit. Next. And that one is also stunned for 2 combat rounds. Okay, and then Clara hits next, and okay, so they've all been stunned for 2 combat rounds.
Great.
Good thing Jacen has 50 ropes.
Yeah.
True.
Okay. So then Wuta and Tartatha each have run up to their targets. Are you still brawling with them?
Heck yeah. I need them to be knocked out forever.
Okay.
Sure. Forever. Oh, dude,
No,
I'm dead.
forever.
Okay.
Not the idea.
Okay. Roll your brawling. I think it's yeah. Well, I guess both of you roll your brawling if you're doing that.
Punch, punch.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, 16. Upside down 6.
Okay. Yeah. So you both hit. We'll go with Tartatha first. Roll for damage.
It's just strength, right?
Yes.
16.
Oh my god. How many 16s can we get?
Okay.
Or
So
specifically, like, damage rolls?
that one is now just completely knocked out.
It's mortally stunned.
Oh, so when he rolls a 16.
Yeah, you just got really unlucky.
Again! Again! You have a vendetta.
It's the dice. I don't control the dice.
Well.
See how it
Kilo's
is.
been messing with the fates.
Okay. And then Wuta. Roll for
16.
damage.
18.
Yeah. And you're trying to just not. You're also just trying to knock him out, right? Not actually.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Knocked out. Because yeah, if you were actually trying to damage him, he'd be mortally wounded. He got a really bad strength roll.
Oh, so when it's someone else.
Yeah.
This was like the first 3 D&D sessions I did where I just kept critting against Joey.
Oh yeah.
I couldn't stop. Anyone else, I was fine. But him, I just kept rolling 20s.
Oh yeah. So then, okay, so what's everyone doing now? So next round.
Continuing
I'll
to
shot
shoot.
in half of my lightsaber.
There are 2 still up, right?
Well, there's two that are not fully knocked out. They're still like stunned for another combat round after this yet, but
I'm gonna shoot both of them.
okay.
Whichever one first. I don't think Killer's choice.
I'll punch one of them.
Okay.
Preferably the one that she's not shooting first.
Okay. Jacen and Wuta.
I'm just have Jacen stand guard somewhere in case someone else shoots someone and have just put a punch.
Okay.
Jacen, you could try and take out that gun that they were setting up.
Oh yeah, wait, can I slice that gun in half?
You could.
Would I want to? Like, are we sure we don't want to use it?
How? We'd have to like carry it through.
We have
We got
3
Wookiees.
Wookiees here.
And also, I don't think we can set it to stun.
So?
So,
I mean, for the cyborg dude, say cyborg dude.
I don't think it's a good idea, but that's my opinion.
I don't think it's a good idea either.
Yeah,
Okay,
let's see if we can disable it.
I will destroy it with Jacen.
Okay. Was Wuta doing this?
Yes.
Attacking the same one as Tartatha or the other one?
The other one then.
Okay, the one that Keelo's shooting first. Okay. Is Aqildi still just stand and watch?
Just waiting, yeah.
Okay.
Keep him watch, making sure they don't get reinforcements.
Okay.
Do you have a gun?
I have a blaster rifle.
Okay. Just making sure. Just
But-
in case.
It's like a 3D.
She can be like,
No, that's totally
what do you
fair. I
want?
just, in an emergency, it's good for you to have one, and I do have some extra guns.
Yes.
Some.
A
Fantastic.
few.
And brawling's even lower. It's 2D.
Oh, good.
But you said your blaster was 3D. With that, you can still, like,
Yeah.
blaster rifle especially, you can still do decent with.
They were doing all right, and they didn't need me to join in that fray.
But yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's alright.
I think the NPCs are just gonna, hold off on this because y'all should be able to handle this already. So,
Yeah.
Kilo, make your first shot, and Wuta and Tartatha their attacks.
16.
That's
16.
16. Roll.
Okay.
Wait, what the fuck? Okay.
That
That's
is-
also the same as my last blaster roll, even though I had one less die.
Oh yeah. Okay, so Kilo hits first. Roll for damage.
18.
Okay, that one is knocked out.
Oh, wow.
Which one was that? Well, it doesn't matter. Okay. And then, is Wuta still attacking the one that's knocked out?
I guess not.
Okay. Tartatha, roll for damage.
Alright. 16.
16.
Yep. Okay, so they're all knocked out. And then...
My
for
last 3
once, I
rolls
will
have been
not.
16.
Yeah, no, all these 16 is fucking wild.
Yeah.
So we got a stream mini game. Every time we roll 16, take a shot.
So, yeah, and
No.
as you knock them out, Jacen goes up and just like cuts the
Real fancy.
repeating blaster in half.
Like
Not an
so,
exact
yeah.
half, because he wasn't like precisely measuring it out to make sure he cut in the exact spot. He was just but yeah.
A part of Kilo is sad about it. Just for the record.
Okay.
What do you suppose they were
Really
setting
good
up
gun.
for?
Defense?
I mean, they didn't seem to know we were here.
That we know of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe they are expecting, even if not us, maybe someone, or maybe it's just as a precaution.
Yeah.
We'll put a tie these guys up and maybe throw them in a room or something.
Looks like a plan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is the gun in small enough pieces to get moved to?
Yeah.
Otherwise, I can make it smaller.
We got Wookiees.
Okay. So who's tying them up?
If it uses dexterity, I'm probably the best. I have 40.
Yeah, that'll be a dexterity.
Yeah, probably you.
Dexterity. Add a new skill, a rope tying skill.
All right, so am I doing it then?
Okay.
All right.
Roll me a. Okay. So you're doing that, and then you're just going to toss them into the nearest room.
Sure.
Okay. Who's opening the nearest door?
I'll do that.
Okay.
I'm gonna listen first.
Okay. Roll me a search.
It's like the best one I have, by the way, folks.
I mean, that's useful.
Yeah.
Oh,
Roll a 30.
Slash is on the wrong side, yeah.
oh, thank you. You mean I have to act? Seriously?
Hmm?
Okay. No, it's okay. We're just gonna spend 10 minutes rolling a virtual die here. It's fine.
There we go.
There we go.
15.
That was a long time for something that low.
Okay, you listen in, you don't hear anything. You open the door, and, yeah, there's no one inside. It does look like somebody has been staying here, because, like, this is a cruise ship. This does look like a passenger room, and it looks like somebody has been staying here, but there's no one here right now.
And one of you mess up the door lock so they have trouble getting back in when they come back. Give us a bit more time.
Quite possibly. Also, did any of them have guns on them?
The ones shooting at you?
Yeah.
Or, you know, money.
I don't know. They didn't
Oh,
actually
we
get a
didn't search
chance to
them.
shoot at us, so I didn't.
Yeah. They each had a blaster rifle.
I'm taking them.
Otherwise, you can roll a search if you want to search them for anything else.
Sure. Once we put them in the room, yeah.
Okay.
I'll just wait for that to happen first. And then another 16.
Yeah, so you drag them in, and then, you know, you search their bodies, and you find surprisingly not much money on them. Between the four of them, you only find 35 credits.
Still take it.
Um,
I don't think that's worth splitting, so I'm just taking it.
I mean, it will be split, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Doesn't even split nicely because it's 8 people, including the
Yeah.
NPCs. Okay.
Your NPCs, you don't need money.
You don't know what they need.
Alright,
Money?
can we mess up the door lock? Is there a way for us to, like, or just, like, jam the door?
I'll just stab the lock.
I say just
Um,
punch
Stab
the
it.
key
Maybe a
lock,
blaster.
or the lock the-
Well, I feel like those would break it, not, like, prevent it from being opened. I feel like that'd actually make it
No.
easier to open.
I do have a 5 VM program repair.
Oh yeah, what is my stuff?
Oh yeah, it would be like see, the problem is I was thinking of like a door handle, you see.
I have a 5D plus 1 in security.
I have 5D security. What would
Yeah.
we need to like jam the door? To stop the door from being opened or prevent it, right?
Okay.
You
You
could
could have used security to change the password.
changing
That
the
would work.
password would more be computer program repair.
Oh.
But you could use security to try and like mess with the door mechanism.
Hmm.
Who has a good security?
They both do.
Yeah,
Yeah, both of us do.
mine is plus 1 better.
Then you can do it if you want.
Okay, I guess I'll try doing that then.
Okay.
I'll try finagling with the
I mean, is there a way for me to help, or just kind of a one-person job?
This, I think, is just a one-person job.
That's fair.
Time for another 16. Oh, okay.
That's not a 16. Get out.
I know, I'm sorry. You could just fail me. I know.
Okay, so 20. So, yeah, you mess around with it a bit, and then, after you're done, you try opening it, and it just kind of, stays closed.
Tight.
Yeah.
Can I also just still change the password?
Sure, roll me a computer program repair.
16, let's go. Hey!
Why?
Okay, so you try hacking to the computer panel, and it turns red and beeps at you.
Aw.
Yeah,
Let's not do that again.
Let's get out of here. In case that told someone.
let's continue onwards.
Okay.
Uh,
Heading towards the bridge again.
I guess so.
Sure.
Okay, try to be sneaky again.
We're sneaking.
Okay,
Or so
everyone,
sneaky.
roll me a hide sneak.
We'd like
I'm
to use
also gonna-
pass trace.
Wow.
Also, there's work. Hey,
that
actually,
eight?
does work. Okay, so first is Jacen, then it's Wuta.
Well, I'm no longer stumbling down the hallway. Good news.
Huh.
I mean, you're second best out of us.
I was 8 last time, or 9 last time.
23, 12, 13, 8, 14.
It's like we
And-
started that shot game on the trip.
The NPCs got a 9, a 17, and a 19. Which is really good, because a 19 was on a 3D plus 1.
Oh,
Oh, damn.
jeez.
So was the 17, actually. But yeah.
Okay.
Then there was Dan the Wookiee with his 9, but better than Wuta, I guess, by 1.
Indeed.
Okay, so you're all being, sneaking your way, doing a decently good job, other than Wuta and Danilajak, who are, making a bit of noise.
And not even the group knows where I am.
Yeah. And you make your way to near where map of the ship shows there should be a turbo lift that'll go to the bridge. Or wait. Yeah. So right now you have to pass through some doors to get to that turbo lift. Just gonna walk right through, or
We'll listen in the doors, make sure we don't hear anything.
okay, everyone who wants to listen in can make me a search roll.
Sure.
I would love to.
Can I use magnify senses?
Yes, you can.
Ooh.
Oh, magnify.
I hear so much.
Senses. How does that work again? Okay, so yeah, roll your sense.
See. We're doing search, right?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Why are they in all caps now? It's so aggressive.
In all fairness, I was hoping like the J's would like go above like the rolling and not like it went.
Okay, so the 12 was the magnify senses, right? Yes.
Yeah.
And the 17 was just Wuta's search. Okay, so So Tartatha doesn't hear anything.
I hear my fur rustling gently. in my
Uh-huh.
ears.
I think everyone else, though, can hear that there's definitely people on the other side. And Jacen, actually, despite his lower roll, because he was using Magnify Senses, which, you know, it's a bit more powerful than, well, it makes his senses more powerful. So Jacen can actually, he can't make out the words, but he can hear people talking.
Oh.
Sounds like, sounds like 2 or 3 people talking.
Okay. I'll just relay that, like, hey, there's 2 or 3 people in there or so.
Okay.
Do we need to assume everyone we encounter is a problem because of the mind control?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Probably.
we need to figure out how to incapacitate these ones. Anyone got like a flash grenade or anything?
Thermal detonator time.
I only have thermal detonators. And I have 9 of them.
Just set them to stun. It's fine.
Oh, okay. I can do that, right?
I'd imagine that, like, no, it stuns.
Oh. You would need a stun grenade for that. I don't know if those are a thing. Might be.
I mean, I'm old. I've seen everything. It's fine.
Yeah.
All right. How are we gonna take these people out without killing them? Ideally.
Same way as
Same as we did last time.
Stone.
I'll open the door for y'all.
Stun him and punch him.
Yeah, I'm down. Let's
Okay.
do it.
Okay.
Okay.
So, you open the door, and you see that there are. It is only two guards with blaster rifles, and they look over as the door opens and point their blaster rifles at you. And
Sup.
telling me to stop or telling them to stop?
They're like, sup.
Stop.
We
I'm
are
just gonna
also
try
by
and take
control
cover
like
for this
y'all.
one too.
And they're telling you, drop your weapons and surrender.
How about no?
Are you a robot now?
Yeah, I was about to say, hey, when did you become a robot?
I will shoot both of them.
I will run towards one of them and punch him.
Okay.
Wuta will do the same.
Okay. Jacen.
I'm gonna try.
He's also just gonna shoot with stun.
Okay. Aqildi.
Gonna try and stay out of the way.
Okay. Yeah. I think the NPCs are just gonna hold off. Y'all are crowding to the front and such. So then guards are each gonna try shooting, I guess, the Wookiees that are running at them.
Fair.
So then everyone make, or I guess Kilo and Jacen make your shot. First shot in Kilo's case. Oof.
We're both so close to level 60.
Okay. Jacen hits first. Roll for damage.
Sorry, I took your 15.
Okay, that one is done for 2 combat rounds. Kilo, roll for damage.
A Euro 17.
Damn.
Not quite.
That one is just fully knocked out.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Momentarily stunned.
Okay. Then I guess the Wookiees run up, and whichever one is... I guess Kilo's shooting the other one, who's just done for 2 combat rounds, so roll your second shot, and then whichever Wookiee is attacking the one that wasn't knocked out, roll.
I guess I'll roll for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
15.
12. Okay. Roll for damage for Tartatha.
16. There we go.
We got there.
Okay, that one is knocked out.
Okay.
Alright.
Is Kilo's holding off her shot then? If it's at to stun,
Yeah,
it doesn't
for
really...
once.
Well, if it's at to stun, it doesn't really actually even matter.
Yeah, I'll still hold my shot.
Okay.
I only like to still shoot if it does matter. If I'm murdering people. That's when I like to.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so make your way to the turbo lift, and yeah, gonna be wanting to go up to the bridge, I'm assuming.
Sure.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you all get into the turbo lift, and hit to go to the bridge, and turbo lift go. Or no, the turbo lift actually panel blinks red and beeps at you.
Can we search the bodies for like a key card?
Mm.
Sure, we should search bodies. I want
Or I
I can
guess
do
I
that.
should more say y'all search the bodies, because I won't find crap.
I'll do that.
Sure, roll
Oh.
me a search.
I'll help.
Okay.
I can help with that, right?
I mean, you can each. There's 2 bodies. You can each search one.
Ooh, nice.
16 and 23. Search them. I mean, they both have blaster rifles.
I take them.
They. One of these days, I'm going to make encumbrance rules for this game.
No.
They
She wants to
have.
be a character like, I have guns. What do you want?
They have
What do you buy?
17 credits between them. But they don't seem to have any kind of key card.
I'll also take the credits just because, I don't know, unless somebody else really wants 17 credits.
You're
Nah,
just
for
gonna
now, I'm
get
good.
rich by just like taking all little bits.
I mean, that's how Jacen got money.
It's true.
That's how Jacen still has 5,738 credits.
So, can one of you jimmy this lift, or do we have to find a different way through this?
Yeah, maybe.
Will we need security or program?
You-
Program
you-
probably.
You could try either. Yeah. You could try either.
Tartatha, do you wanna?
Sure, I can try security.
Go for it. I believe in you.
Thanks. Nope.
Well, that was misplaced.
So you go back into the turbo lift, and he is kind of fiddling with it, and presses it, and nothing happens.
I mean, I could try that again, or we can have someone else try.
Or it's gonna explode if you try it again.
Up to you. I'll do it if you want, or you can do it.
I'll give it one more shot, then someone else could try if it sucks. There we go.
Ooh, okay.
Tartatha was kind of embarrassed, so this time he's like, "Hey, I'm gotta do this. I'm in the game. Focus." And the turbo lift starts going up.
Yay. But I'm the only one on it. Oh god.
I thought of making the same joke.
Guys?
That was too good.
So you ride the turbo lift up, and comes to the bridge, and the doors slide open, and you see Laura in the captain's chair turn to face you, and you see,
Hi, Laura.
and you see another 5 people on the bridge.
I try and pretend that we're tourists who are lost.
I bring out the card with food. Hi, did you order food?
Is this where the pool is? I'm looking for the pool.
Yeah, that's my character's favorite thing to do is swim.
If you're actually trying to do that, roll a con.
No, I gladly will join in on this. Yeah, I'm ready to get wet.
I feel like a Wookiee trying to con is just weird.
True.
11, 15. And they just look at you with, like, kind of that pitying look like a parent gives a child when, you know, they're saying, I didn't do it, after, like, just, you know, very clearly doing something.
Just like stuck with a hand in the jar. I did not try to get a cookie. There's a jar in your
isn't
hand.
that bad, Eric?
What?
I said 15 isn't that bad. Okay.
I mean... Because when it comes to con, it also you have to take into account, you know, what they do and don't know about stuff
Well,
that
and
would,
what the
you
other
know,
person said too.
yeah, what the other person said, but also like if any of thing they know would affect what's being said. But yeah, so Laura in the captain's chair and 5 other individuals on the bridge.
Well, we're gonna have to start trying to take out the guards, huh?
Time to throw that thermal grenade.
Wait, didn't we want not? Do we actually want me to throw
Well,
thermal
okay,
grenade
so
or-
what do we see about the guards? Do they look like they're actual guards or just more, you know, mind controlled civilians?
Roll me a search.
I'll join in.
Yes.
No. And I'll do it on both.
God damn.
Yeah, there we go.
Hell yeah.
60!
You said you were gonna join in. I was like, I didn't know he had good search.
Great search.
Okay.
He's like looking for his glasses everywhere.
I can't see without my glasses.
Okay, so Kilo's clearly, like, you know, she's been spending some time looking over information on CyTech and such as you've been heading here. Yeah, these 5 are all CyTech cyborgs.
Ooh.
Is she gonna
Alright.
tell us that?
I'm the only one who knows?
You're the only one who noticed, yes.
Oh. I'm tempted to throw a thermal detonator.
That might be
Do
a
it.
smart idea.
Use that force point.
Are they like grouped together decently? So I could just like hit all of them.
Let's see, what is thermal detonator? Range. Yeah. Like, if you were throwing it pretty much right at Laura, there's a chance it would get everyone.
Are we okay with murdering Laura?
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, she is the one who's doing the mind control.
Sure.
She, you know.
We didn't think of another way to end that.
Okay. One more question. Does she have an actual bomb in her head, or was that just like a metaphor for like just?
She like similar to like a lot of the other CyTech because she herself also got cybernetic enhancements, and yeah, it has like a bomb. Like it's not a bomb that's gonna like kill all of you. It's like it's basically a kill switch type bomb. It kills the person if they
That's
don't
what I thought. I wanted to make
follow their
sure.
orders.
You weren't gonna wipe our whole party?
No, didn't plan on it. Okay, I will throw a thermal detonator. I'll use my force point.
Okay. Anyone else want to do anything?
I'll just gasp in horror because I don't realize they're cyborgs.
If I notice the grenade, I'm gonna hold back.
Yeah, I'm gonna like, somewhat push to the front of. I don't know. I might have already been in the front of the group. I'm gonna be in the front of the group as I do this. I'm gonna like step forward and then throw.
Okay. Then
Jacen will just prepare to deflect any shots with lightsaber.
Okay. Then roll me your grenade.
Okay. Hold on. Take down my thermal detonator.
Take a grenade for ya.
Okay. Doubled because force point.
Okay, yeah, you throw it right at Laura. Okay. Now comes the fun part.
Yep.
Where are the grenade rolls? Grenades, there we go. Throwing. Throwing we did. That was successful. Okay. Okay. So, first we're going to do for Laura herself. She's at point blank range, so that means she is probably getting hit. Okay. And then the damage. And her strength roll. That is oh, that's why it doesn't seem. There we go. Okay, so she is incapacitated.
Okay.
Okay.
But not dead.
Nope.
Oh dear.
Then we have other ones, and they're I think all short range from it. So let's see number 1. Number 1 gets hit. Okay, I can put this aside. I know what I'm doing now. I just need to be rolling the dice. Okay. Oof, that is a really low damage roll for that many. No, that's also the wrong amount of dice.
Ah.
because they are not at point blank. So it should actually be less dice, but just with how low that roll was, it'll actually probably still be a higher roll.
Jeez.
Because it was like 10 dice, and it was going to be less than 20.
Yikes.
But it should only be 8 dice. Yeah, that's definitely a bit better. Ooh, but that is also a
I should just take everyone out in one grenade.
high strength roll.
They're just gonna be momentarily stunned.
Just imagine. You would be mad.
Yeah.
Okay, so number 1 is wounded. I'm actually going to mark these down so I can keep track. Okay, so Laura was incapacitated. Cyborg 1 wounded. And as I said, 5 of them. There we go. And number 2 is, let's see here. Okay, number 2 gets hit. Okay. Okay, that's a low damage roll, but also a low strength roll. So let's see how they compare. Okay, so that one's also wounded. Number 3. Number 3 does not get hit.
Oh.
Number 4 does not get hit. Why am I suddenly rolling such low numbers? Number 5 gets hit.
How many of them were there again?
5.
Okay.
So 3 hit.
Not bad.
Why did I? Okay, that one is also wounded.
Pretty good then.
Okay, now for y'all.
Oh yeah.
So you're all at long range from it. So we'll go. So first we'll check Kilo. Kilo doesn't get hit. Jacen definitely doesn't get hit. All ones. Are you using the Force on these dice?
Yes.
Then you really should have been using the Force better before when we were, when the cyborgs were going through this.
Sure.
He's doing important things like making sure we get 16s.
Okay, Wuta also doesn't get hit. Wait. Let's actually make...
It's like you're all getting hit.
Oh, wait, no, I should be doing medium range.
Oh.
Okay, so Kilo and Jacen still wouldn't have been hit. Wuta would have been hit, though. Unless he wants to try dodging.
I know, I'll try dodging.
Okay, yeah, Wuta manages to dodge. Aqildi doesn't get hit. And Tartatha you might want to dodge.
Of course.
Oh.
Got something against Wookiees?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
No, it's
They're bigger targets.
Think of it. Jace is controlling like the dice with the force. He doesn't like Wookiees, remember?
I rolled a 10.
Okay, yeah, you managed to dodge.
Cool.
Then the NPCs.
Dan the Wookiee will get hit.
Nope. Dan's
Oh.
fine. Then Leslie. Fine, just barely. And Clara.
Thanks to my amazing roll.
Clara gets hit, but she can, I think, also, yeah, she can dodge. Yeah, so she's fine. So, yeah, so you've incapacitated Laura and wounded 3 of the cyborgs.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot not to stun. One of the not wounded ones. Just one.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and shoot one of the wounded ones because I'll leave them to take care of the ones that are.
Okay.
The
Jacen?
one closest to me.
Yeah. I'll have Wuta go for the other not wounded one.
Okay, so he's running up to it?
Yep. I think it's time for Jace to get closer as well.
Or...
I'll just go for one of the wound that's not being targeted.
Because you're Wuta go up to one that's not wounded and Jacen going up to one that is?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna get some dead Wookiees.
It's okay, I don't think any of us are attached to any of the Wookiee characters.
Not really, no.
Jason's just having any close because I know he can do a lot of damage.
Tartatha?
I'll go towards one of the wounded ones that have been targeted.
And then brawling.
Yeah. Not hugging. I'm gonna hug him to death.
Yes.
Let me hug you.
You know what can fix that boo-boo? Little kisses. Gonna give you little kisses on the boo-boo.
Okay, roll Madison.
Okay. Jack will
No, Wuta will become a furry shield.
Why'd you have to put the word furry in there? You could have just said shield.
Actually, you know what? We'll have the NPCs because there's 3 of them, and then there's 3 people running up to a target. We'll have each of them shoot at one of the ones that's having somebody run up to them.
Perfect.
Very
They're all gonna
convenient.
momentarily stun.
I mean,
No,
I'll
just
take
me.
them.
Cover
I'll
fire.
take them getting momentarily stunned if that means we can run up without getting shot at.
Exactly.
That's
True.
Shooting. What was the other one? Wait. Oh, wait, that's what. Okay. Wrote down the wrong one for which one Tartatha was. Tartatha was going for one of the wounded ones, right?
I think so.
Tartatha?
Who? Oh yeah. I was going
Okay,
for
yeah.
wounded.
I'm gonna go ahead and roll blaster and then be right back.
Okay. Yeah, I think I just wrote... I think I just made a typo because I put 4 instead of 5, but I think I just probably hit the wrong button.
Oh wait, I guess I'm not rolling.
No, you're
not yet.
rolling yet. Okay, and then they're going to each shoot at... They're going to each shoot at the player character that's coming at them, or shooting at them.
Makes sense.
True.
Wait. They're going to shoot at the character shooting at them, or coming at them, not themselves. Wrote down, because for like Cyborg, I just have at C1 written down for Cyborg 1 or whatever, and I wrote down shooting C1. I'm like, wait, no, that's not right.
They'd rather have death than face a Wookiee.
Well, that was the one being shot at by Aqildi.
Oh.
I mean,
I'm sure you'd prefer...
I am pretty formidable, pretty scary.
Yeah.
It might result in suicidal cyborgs. What do we know?
That was C3 kilo. That one shooting Wuta. And that one shooting Tartatha. Okay. So, everyone not running, roll your blaster, or I guess a Aqildi, since we already had Kilo doing so. And I will do it for the NPCs. Where is Dan the Wookiee? Or in his case, bowcaster, I guess, not blaster.
I feel like I shot his toe off. Like that's it.
Then Leslie has blaster of that. Clara has a blaster of... I mean, you have a better blaster than one of the NPCs, so that's something. Claire only has 2D plus 2 blaster. Okay. Oh, plus 2. That's right. I literally just said plus 2 and I forgot to write down. Okay, so now for the cyborgs.
Okay, hi.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Currently just rolling for the cyborgs.
Awesome. Okay. Oh.
Okay, for the people running, also make me a stamina just to see if you're going before or after the shots.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so
Not bad.
Kilo got a 22.
I did.
Aqildi got a 14.
16.
Tartatha got an 18. Jacen got the 12. And Wuta got
Yes.
to 16. Okay. Okay. So, first thing that happens, also what range are you all? You're all with blaster rifles. And so you're probably at yeah, you're gonna be at medium range, or no, that's not blaster rifle. You're at short range. What am I thinking? Blaster rifles. You're at short range, so okay. So first of all, we have the one cyborg shooting at Kilo.
Understandable. I'll botch.
Okay. And you still get hit.
Okay.
Okay. Roll for... roll your strength.
Also a 14.
Okay, you are wounded.
Not surprised.
Okay. So then you're not getting your shot off.
Even though it was such a high roll.
Then we have the one shooting at Aqildi. Do you want to try dodging?
I mean, we might as well.
Okay, and because you're shooting as well, your dodge is minus 1d. So
Okay.
like.
So we're getting hit. That's what I just heard you say.
Well, what is your dodge?
3.
Okay, so 7. Yeah, you're getting hit. So roll your strength.
Oh, that's also just... See, there's a reason I
No.
stayed out of the battles till now.
Oh no, it's like strength stays normal.
Yeah, strength isn't a minus. Strength is just your full strength.
Mine is still just only 2.
Oh.
Okay. You are incapacitated.
That's
Could
fine.
be worse.
Yeah.
True.
Yep.
Last time I was with Zoe, he got mortally wounded.
So I'm just
Okay.
gonna lay here. Ow, ow, ow.
Well, you're actually unconscious.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, okay.
In
Incapacitated
her
means
dream, she's like,
unconscious.
ow, 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 and the
Yeah.
body still moves somehow.
I'm right? Incapacitated
Twitchy.
is
Yes.
unconscious. Okay. For some reason, I doubted myself for a second.
Okay. So then we have the one shooting Tartatha.
I guess I'll try dodging first.
Okay.
Do I have to do a minus, although I haven't done anything yet?
Yeah, because you are going to be using your role
Okay.
playing on the
Well,
next.
this will just be for fun then. Try to get this right. This will just be a practice roll, so my damage roll will be great.
Okay. Roll your. So you do get hit, so roll your strength.
Never mind. I'll just roll bad.
Okay, so you are wounded.
Okay.
Should have thrown 2 grenades.
I mean, you could always throw another one.
Yeah, but I don't have a force point now, and it's minus 1d.
True.
I should have thrown 2, in hindsight.
Okay. Then we have the one shooting Wuta.
I will try and dodge.
Okay.
13.
Wuta actually manages to dodge.
Sorry, did Tartatha get wounded? I kind of zoned out for a second.
What?
Did Tartatha get wounded?
Yes.
He did.
Okay. I kind of zoned out for a second.
But Wuta actually managed to dodge. So then then is the one shooting at Jacen.
I will try and dodge.
Yeah, Jacen dodges.
Okay, which is good. I just need to get close for my attacks.
Yeah. Okay. So then Wuta runs up to his target. Then Leslie gets off her shot. So let's see. Let's grab. That'll be the strength dice. This will be the damage dice. Oh, wow. What's that? Just be careful when I'm sorting these dice that I don't accidentally, like, knock them over. And is that one of the ones that's already wounded? No. Okay. But it is now. Okay. Then Jacen finishes running up to his. Then Dan the Wookiee gets off a shot with his bowcaster.
I need to let my dogs out really quickly. Won't
Okay.
take long at all.
No worries. Yeah, that one's only momentarily stunned, which doesn't matter. It's already done his attack. And then Clara shoots. It's her target. Okay. Oh. Well, here some of my low rolls I'm getting today are actually benefiting you. Which one is that? Oh, that one's actually now incapacitated.
Nice.
Very nice.
I have returned. Is everyone dead?
Yes. No, one got incapacitated from their side.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, one of the NPCs hit, and I rolled really low on the strength roll.
Nice.
Yeah, okay. So now Wuta and Jacen are at their targets. So yeah, roll your lightsaber for Jacen and your brawling for Wuta.
Both at -1. Actually, wait, wouldn't...
You dodge with both of them, so they both be at -1, yeah. D.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. Wait, let me roll that first. Fair order. Yes, I know. And then... Oh, and I missed by a 1.
Oh, yeah. Okay. But Wuta does get his attack in, so roll your damage.
Okay. 20 damage.
So now you can roll a 20.
Yeah. Freaking. I hated that.
Okay, that's one of Wuta's. Okay, that one, because that was one I called wound. That just one got just wounded by one of the NPCs, and that one is now incapacitated.
Hell yeah.
Okay, and that is the end of that round.
I will shoot again. Is there one that's not wounded?
Yep, the one you were shooting.
Great, I'll just shoot that one again. Is that the
Okay.
one that shot me?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Okay. Jacen?
Okay. Can I attack and use control pain?
Can you attack and use what?
Control pain. Just curious, because maybe I might be considering things.
I mean, you can definitely, like, you know, do it just using the normal, rules. Control pain, you said?
Yeah.
You're not wounded, though.
Oh, wait, control others' pain.
Oh.
Because maybe I could, like, make someone else, like, be able to roll it full.
I passed out already, so yeah.
Oh, you mean like me or...
Oh, wait. I also have,
See,
I also have return to consciousness.
See, the thing is, control on others' pain requires both control and alter. So if you're doing that and you're also using your lightsaber, that's minus 2d to each of those.
It's fine. I can
No,
take the
in
minus...
the case, I'm gonna attack 4 times. And I'm using a force point. I don't trust these bloody cyborgs.
Okay. On the same one you were attacking?
I'll attack the one that was attacking first, twice. Just in case. And then, like, once on each of the other 2. Because there should be 4 left, I believe, right?
Well, yeah, but, like, you're only by one of, like...
Oh, they're far enough from each other. Oh, I thought they were close to each other.
No, because they were all about, like, the same distance, but like, kind of spread out. Like, so, like, you know, they were all in range of the thermal detonator, but not of, like, you know... can't just,
okay,
like,
I'll just
you know...
attack the one I was attacking them.
Can't just do, like, a Legend of Zelda-style spin attack with your lightsaber. Even though that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're just attacking the one in front of you?
Yeah, okay.
Multiple times?
No, I'll just attack it once then.
Okay. That was that one, okay. And Wuta, attacking the same one again?
Wait, was
Oh,
that
no.
one incapacitated?
Yeah, his is incapacitated, so probably not attacking the same one.
Is there one that's not wounded yet? Or is that still
Yes,
the one Jacen's attacking?
The one that Kilo is shooting is not wounded yet.
I'll have him attack that one.
Okay, so he'll run up to that one and then...
It's also the one that shot me, so...
that one.
Yeah.
Okay, Aqildi's incapacitated. Tartatha?
I'll try attacking. Is the one that attacked me still up?
No, that one's incapacitated.
Then I'll attack a random one that's wounded.
Okay, we'll have you go for... one that's wounded. Okay, we'll have you... And you're running up to it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I can't reach it, so I have to.
Okay, and then let's see. Dan the Wookiee. Leslie has... Yeah, Leslie and Clark. Gonna have to change targets. We'll give each of them a different... There's 3 cyborgs still up, 3 NPCs, so I'll have 1 on each. Okay. Then, okay, that's who they're shooting. That one's not going to be shooting at Aqildi anymore. She's already down, so that one's going to switch to Tartatha. which I can totally spell, I swear. I started doing the TH after the second T or whatever, so Thar started spelling. That one's still shooting Jacen, yep. That one's still shooting Kilo, yeah. Okay. So then, for Wuta and Tartatha, roll your stamina. Jacen, lightsaber.
-1D for Tartatha.
Yes, because Tartatha is wounded.
Ew, that becomes a 46. Actually, no, wait. I have to reduce it yet.
Yeah, Jacen using lightsaber,
Oh,
Kilo's
not
using
too bad for
shooting.
46.
And the NPCs.
I'll take a 19.
At least this time I hit.
Wow, where did I put that? Okay. What are the chances? Okay, and now for the cyborgs. I like when the dice not only are actually land in a way where I can just quickly add them up. You know, where it's just like, oh, that's 10, that's a 10 type thing. Oh wait, that one's the wounded one. One more die. Okay. And then y'all got, let's see here, 24 for the lightsaber. Where's Kilo? 19. Wuta on his stamina, 17. Dan, or Tartatha, 19. Okay, so firstly, Jacen lightsabers it up.
Alright,
Roll
time for
your
9D of damage. Hello? I want sent. Wait, my roll 20 is only having technical difficulties.
So many technical difficulties.
Yes, it's not letting me roll. I'm gonna refresh my roll 20.
Okay.
It's just like I press like send to enter, just like text, you want to type into a line? No, I'm trying to roll. And now it should work.
25.
Could be better.
And that's one of the ones that's wounded already, so that one is now incapacitated.
Good enough.
Okay. Next up, Kilo shoots.
Okay.
Roll for damage.
Okay.
And that one is now wounded.
Right.
For once.
She's just waiting, like, momentarily stunned.
Then Tartatha runs up to the one he wants to attack.
Yay.
Yay!
Then
He made it.
Wuta runs up to the one he wants to attack. Then Dan the Wookiee. Oh, he's going for the one that just got incapacitated, so he's holding off his shot. Actually, no. Well,
In and out.
no, yeah, he's holding off his shot. Then Leslie is shooting. Oh no! Next is the one that Tartatha just ran up to, shooting. It's Tartatha, unless you want to try dodging.
I'm just gonna do a strength check.
Actually, wait.
I can't
Yeah, because it's minus 2d, I guess, because...
It'll be a
Oh,
1d6.
yeah.
I don't even want to bother with that, so I can still do full strength, right?
Yeah. Strength roll is still full.
Better than last time, but that's not great.
16!
Oh, wait, that's not
Sorry, I might have
how many
16
dice there
rolled.
are for a blaster rifle shot. So you are now incapacitated.
Oh.
Okay, not surprised.
It's okay, we'll get you back. We'll get you both back. I mean, I won't, because I can't. But someone
Okay.
else will get you both back.
Then
I have 2D medicine, by the way. I don't know if I said it earlier, but just for the record, 2D.
Then Leslie is shooting at the one that just incapacitated Tartatha. And
Wish they would have done it a little bit sooner.
yeah.
That's why earlier I only shot at one of them, even when I was not wounded. Because I wanted to be quicker.
Yeah.
But I still didn't manage. I'm gonna go get my dogs real quick. Also, won't take me long.
Yeah, only momentarily stuns that one, which doesn't do anything since he already shot, and Clara just straight up misses. Okay, so there's 2 cyborgs that are still up. So, what are y'all doing?
Oh, wait, doesn't Wuta still attack?
Oh yeah, Wuta still attacks. Sorry, yeah, my bad. Roll your brawling.
Without or with a minus?
Well, no, because he didn't get shot at.
Okay.
18. So yeah, you hit, roll your damage.
Oof.
Yeah, just momentarily stunning that one.
Oh, I should probably be attacking with my vibroblades.
I mean, yeah.
I don't know, punching is also fun.
Well, what's your melee?
It's also 5.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so I'm guessing on the next round, Wuta's just going to be attacking that one again.
Yeah.
Melee this time, though, with the...
Yep.
Melee, and that's that one. Jacen's going to be, I'm guessing, running to one of the others.
Yeah, I will.
You will what?
The same or the different one as Wuta?
Let's see. A different one.
Okay.
What's happening?
Okay, we're figuring out the next round. There's...
I will shoot. Is the one that I shot last time still up?
Yeah, it's one of the 2 that's still up. They're both
I'll shoot that
wounded.
one.
But, okay. And... Okay, so we have Wuta and Kilo on one, Jacen on the other. We'll put Dan the Wookiee and Leslie on the same one as Jacen. And Clara on same as Wuta and Kilo. And let's see, that one still shooting Kilo. Okay, that one's definitely switching to Jacen, the madman with the lightsaber running at him. I think that was going to stick with Kilo, yeah. So everyone, I guess, except Jacen and those who are incapacitated, roll your attack.
I will say I'm attacking the vibroblade this time.
Yeah.
20.
Okay. So that's for Dan, the Wookiee.
Should I still roll stamina though?
Yes, you should still roll stamina.
Okay. Let me do that one then. So. 60.
Clara. Oh, okay. And then the cyborgs apparently losing the will.
Oh my god, I got a 16 too. Fuck.
Okay, and another cyborg. Okay, that one. Okay, and then let's see here. So the 20 is Wuta, and the 19 is, or 16 is Jacen.
Yes. I sure it was 19, but I mean 16 though. Special number for today.
And Kilo also got 16. Okay.
Today's theme, 16.
So first to go is Wuta
Alright.
with damage.
18.
Okay, so you already knew the damage for the vibroblades?
Yep, that's strength plus 1d plus 2.
Awesome. And then
26. I will cut his arm off.
wait, what was that 18 you rolled?
Yeah, what was
Oh.
the 8?
Oh, yeah, the 18 was the melee? Because I have to roll melee now, right?
You already did roll melee. That was what the 20 was.
Oh. I'll roll
Yeah.
melee.
I assumed the 18 was the damage. Because I didn't really look at what you
Yeah,
rolled. I
my
just
bad.
assumed after wait, why?
Sorry.
But then I look at it, I'm like, oh no, 26 is clearly what the damage was. That I was very confused.
I'm sorry.
Okay, no worries. Okay, that one is incapacitated.
Okay, it's the strength roll. First it punches and then slash the sword.
Okay, so that was that. Then Leslie shoots the one that's still standing. Well, she hit. It's just whether she damages.
Oh. Well, actually, no. I was gonna say stun, but it's probably gonna stun anyway. So I'm good with that.
Yes, momentarily stunned. The totals were just one off. I'm just like, wait, my brain was just not processing which way they were one off.
Yeah.
So I just stare at the numbers. Okay, so... But at least that means he doesn't get his shot off.
True.
Then Jacen runs up to that exact one.
Hi.
Dan the Wookiee shoots at that same one.
Also, what about my shot?
Oh, yes, you missed your shot, sorry.
It's okay.
So you are shooting at the one that just got incapacitated.
Oh.
Are you still?
Yeah, I still shoot.
Okay. Roll
That would matter.
for damage.
Murder.
No, you do not mortally wound him.
Rude.
Double incapacitated.
Okay, then is... Yeah. Then is Dan the Wookiee. Probably not doing... No. Just momentarily stunning him, which he already is. And then Clara is just shooting at the one that got incapacitated. She's holding her shot. Okay, and then Jacen's now lightsabering the final one that's still standing.
And I don't have a minus, right? Because I just moved wasn't tagged.
Yeah, you do not have a minus, so just...
Can bet I hit.
You hit. Roll for your damage.
96, let's go. 28. Slice them and dice them.
Momentarily... No. Incapacitated.
I would laugh, to be honest, it would be funny.
You should heal up the incapacitated people, and also me. And then I also want to make sure all of them are dead, except Laura. Like, not the main one, just the cyborgs. We can talk about what to do together. But I want to make sure all the cyborgs are dead.
Okay. So...
Well...
okay.
I'm actually first gonna use Return to Consciousness on at least the friendly ones. Which should be on page 79.
Turn to consciousness. So you want to do that before just trying to heal them?
Yeah, because then if I can succeed, I can just try and heal a wounded instead of incapacitated.
Right?
Right?
I think they're still counted as incapacitated.
Oh. So wait, even though they're standing, they still will be incapacitated. Okay. Can I use a force point like one
Yes,
and then heal
yeah, because
both?
see, a conscious incapacitated character may take one action and then lapses into unconsciousness.
What is your medicine?
5D.
Then just try and heal them. Why do you need the force point?
I would like to try to heal entirely, not just like back to wounded.
You can't. You can't heal entirely, can you? That's
Don't
not how it works.
think so, no.
That's not how it's ever worked.
Okay. Well, I'll just normal roll then.
Okay. So who are you trying to heal first?
Whoever's close, which I guess will be Tartatha.
And do you have med packs?
I have 6 of them.
Okay.
Okay, so you go over to Tartatha. Roll your medicine. 19. Tartatha is healed up to merely wounded.
Yay.
Okay.
Then you go over to Aqildi.
Same thing. 15.
Yep. Aqildi wakes up. You're now merely wounded.
Can I actually? I still have that one other thing. No, like I can like give them like an extra roll to like
Yes.
stealth heal. I will do that. Oh, accelerate healing. It's on the same page.
Accelerate healing. And that is a control. Difficult. Okay, yeah, so... Oh wait, that's... Where's accelerate? Yeah, that's accelerate healing. I need to look at accelerate another's healing. Accelerate another's healing. Okay. So, who are you doing first?
Tartatha.
Okay.
And also, don't forget that I'm wounded.
Okay, so your relationship with Tartatha is friends or close friends?
If it's Jacen, I'd say close friends. I mean,
Yeah.
he knows my language. I was his pilot.
Sure.
Okay, close friends. And I'm assuming you putting your, like, hand on his shoulder or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, so roll your control and your alter.
-1 each, right?
Yeah, -1 to each because you're using them together. So that's 10 for your control.
Yep.
Okay. And your alter.
11.
Okay. So you can make a strength roll for natural healing at +2.
Oh, okay. So it'd be a 5d plus 2.
Yep.
Oh, oops.
Wow, good 5.
5 with 5d plus 2. Something seems off there. That's a really bad roll.
There, 16.
6.
Oh my god!
Okay, yeah, so you are now fully healed.
Yay!
Okay.
Yeah. And then you're going to do the same thing on Aqildi.
Yep.
Okay, you would be what?
Just, I would say probably friends because we don't know each other that well.
Okay. Okay, then roll your control.
8.
Nope.
I tried.
I just have to sit here.
Well, you're. Oh wait.
Yeah, you're just wounded, so like you have a -1d to any of your skills, but you're still otherwise fine.
Yeah.
Well, I'll just do the same on kill then before trying to regular heal.
Okay.
So just 3 again, right? I mean, we're family, so it's, I guess,
Yeah,
close.
you're family, so roll your first. Yep, and then your alter.
No.
Yep.
Oh. That's enough?
Assuming you, like, you know, you're in physical
it's proximity.
contact. You do. You're not. That's enough.
Okay.
So I can make the roll at
yeah,
+2.
Yeah, you can make a strength roll at +2.
+4.
Oh, yeah.
Thank God for the +4.
And you are now healed.
Okay.
Okay. So then...
Exhaust all of his force uses now.
And well, Jacen's also been doing that. Kilo's just been going around each of them just shooting until they're dead.
Yeah.
Like, get them, stop moving. I'm trying to heal you.
Okay. So, they're all dead except for Laura, and you're all mostly okay. Aqildi's still wounded, but, you know, she'll survive. She's fine.
Yay. Ooh.
Okay. So now what are you going to do with Laura?
Shouldn't we just kill her?
Do we want to just kill her, or do we want to... she is pretty dangerous.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure we were briefed that she took over the whole ship, so she's dangerous. I want to kill her.
You know what would be cool is reading her mind.
You know, sure.
You know, it'd be cool. Party wipe.
True. No, actually, I'm kind of attached to this character.
It's a nice change of pace from Zoe occasionally.
She really is. So much easier.
I think it's just sense.
Do you still have your force point?
I still have 2 of them.
I would consider using a force point.
Yeah, I will probably just use it.
And just as a
Good to
heads
know.
up, though, like
Non-heroic.
what? Yeah. Using
Non-heroic.
this force point, you won't be getting it back, so you'll be down to just the standard 1 force point.
I'm okay with that. I mean, she might have info we could use.
That's what I'm thinking.
I'll use both my force points. Gotta double up.
Receptive.
Because we still don't know how she's doing the mind control or like why. Both of which would be cool.
Okay, you can't use both force points together, no.
I will
Okay.
double whatever I'm doubling. I will use 20D and sense. That'd be great.
Okay, modified by proximity and relationship. I'm assuming you're putting your hand on her shoulder or head or something.
Yeah, the head. Get as close to the brain as possible.
Shove your finger up the nose.
Sorry, I'm doing a test real quick. Okay, well, here goes nothing. 10d6, let's go. 34.
Okay.
It's only 1-1. Too bad it's not 6. Not bad it's not 32. Then I gotta say, the multiply of 16. Oh, hello, Kimmy.
Yeah, she's chilling.
Now I'm just trying to see. Let's see. You can definitely read her surface thoughts. See, I'm trying to determine the relationship if it's met once or never met. Because does it really count as met once if, like, you saw her right before she got knocked out by a thermal detonator?
Yeah, I would say not known at all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
never met, but know by reputation. So you can read
You
her.
weren't in the party that talked to her on the intercom. There was a party that talked to her on the intercom, wasn't there?
Yeah, yes, but that was different people.
Yeah.
Different party.
Yeah.
That was Joey.
I get old. I can't remember who was in actually which party.
Okay.
It's okay, we have trouble
I just
So-
read all the reports.
So yeah, you can read surface thoughts, which basically means because she's unconscious, you're seeing into a dream, and which characters had gone into the cave on Chesic Prime with the professor dude that turned out to be a Sigarian in disguise as a human?
That was me.
Brendan.
Yeah.
Jacen.
Yeah.
Was Jacen?
It was
Yeah.
Jacen.
Okay. Yes, because that's right. Jacen
Yeah,
did cool.
he gave me his lightsaber, and I wanted to steal it.
And he did.
Jacen
And he did.
saved me.
Yes, he did the cool Force stuff there. That's right.
Well, not me, but a different me.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so
One of my proudest moments.
So Jacen actually sees the dream that is actually that like underground city, but it's back when it was actually like an active city and like full of Sigarians and and you see her in like in a throne room in that city, overlooking, like, in a palace overlooking the rest of it. A palace that you don't remember seeing, though, when you were there.
Oh.
But, yeah. Otherwise, it looks pretty similar, just, buildings are not in any disrepair or anything and such. And that's what you're seeing in this dream of hers.
Alright, well, I'll relay all that information. So only really Killa could do something with that. She's actually been there.
So have you. Right?
Yeah.
We just clarified that.
Yeah, I mean, besides me, that's what I'm
Oh,
meaning.
okay.
Oh.
Time to kill her?
Do we want to just kill her?
I do.
It's probably a smarter idea.
Hmm.
'Cause,
Is there... Wait, hold on. I want to search her first. And, search the room for, anything. The main thing I'm looking for is, information. So, a data pad or a computer or something that we could look at.
I mean,
Just...
it's the bridge, so it has a lot of computers.
Well, a main one. Search her for a data pad first, and then, maybe go to a computer. I want information first. I might be down for killing her. I'm not super against it, I just...
Okay, roll me a search.
If it's
Can
not
I
on
join
her,
Yeah, sure.
I'm a little hurt, but can I join in?
Yeah. Minus 1d because you're wounded, but you can do that.
We'll search as well then.
You're all searching her?
Sure.
No, I'm gonna see if there anything else looks important around the room.
Okay. So Kilo searching her, you find you find 6,000 credits on her.
God damn.
Which isn't, any clue to anything, but it is a decent chunk of change.
And there are 8 of us?
There are 8 of you, yeah.
I'll split it evenly. So we each get 750, including the NPCs, technically.
What are
Okay.
the NPCs gonna do with that money?
I don't know, but... out of game it makes sense to just be us, but in game it doesn't, so... I'll do it the right way.
I mean, they have hobbies and, dreams and goals, and the one just wants booze. Booze costs money.
I feel like Eric's suddenly identifying with these NPCs.
Well, on each of them I have, I have 2, words under their personality section. I haven't really been, having them do or say much, because we already have, all of you. I don't want to be, taking up too much, but...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so besides the credits?
Besides the credits...
Gimme.
You find a very nice blaster pistol on her.
Ooh.
It looks very fancy.
I will put very fancy blaster pistol on my list of weapons.
But you don't find any kind of a data pad or anything like that on her. And then Aqildi was searching the bridge. You don't really find anything that you wouldn't expect on the bridge. There's the computers for piloting and
There's no notebook that says "Secret Evil Master Plan to take over this quadrant."
Nope, sorry.
Dang it!
Yeah, I don't really find anything of use.
Hmm. Okay. Oh, we didn't search the CyTech bodies, did we? Or the cyborg bodies, rather.
Nope.
Maybe
Let's do
one of
that.
them has a notebook.
Okay. Search them.
I'm gonna search the one that took me out.
Okay. I don't
I'm still
remember off
marked
the top of
out.
my head which one that was, but go
Me
ahead.
neither, but
Oh, wait, no, I
we're
do
just
actually
doing
remember.
it.
I do actually remember. It was C1.
Oh, look! I appear to be stuck. On Kilo's favorite number.
Oh my god! 16. You
Aw.
ruined it.
I got a 6 in there.
Wait, I also rolled a 26 earlier. Like, just my last search roll was a 26.
Yeah. Okay, so
Uh.
on their bodies, you find obviously they each had a blaster rifle.
Fine.
They had. She already picked them up.
And
Fine.
otherwise, though, you don't find anything on them.
Hmm.
Okay. Hmm. There's no, like, main computer?
I mean, like, there's a computer next to, like, by the captain's chair.
Oh, okay.
Like, I guess,
Can we-
depending on what you mean by main computer, but...
Well, the main isn't, like, the one that it seems like maybe she would use that would
Yeah.
maybe have information on
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Oh.
there's one by the captain's chair.
Okay, I'd like to investigate that.
Okay, go over and check it. There is a game of Pong open, which you close and start searching.
Okay.
Or Space Pong,
Hold on,
I suppose.
Play Pong.
And so this computer it's tied into like security cameras all over the ship, including the corridor right by where your ship is docked. And has access to obviously the ship intercom.
I'm still alive.
And it has. You're looking through for like any kind of files. You don't. Well, you do actually find that there's astrogation data came to this planet from another planet. You actually see, astrogation data going several jumps, going back to like Bespin, which was where they were at when previous party had retreated. And you also see astrogation data going to several planets. Like after this one, it goes to another planet. Then from there, it has astrogation data from that planet to another planet. And you actually have for astrogation data for like the next 10 jumps are stored in this computer.
Make a copy.
Yeah, can we copy?
Yep.
Okay.
And yeah. So you've copied that. And now what do you want to do?
There's no other info on the computer?
You haven't found anything. I mean, you can roll me a search to see if you find anything more.
Okay. I'll do that.
We'll see.
No.
Okay, no. Well, actually, what's your knowledge planetary systems?
Not good.
Okay.
2D plus 2.
Okay, then we're not even gonna bother with you doing that.
Wow.
Okay.
I got 40. I mean, we could look over her shoulder.
Okay, sure. Roll me the 4D. Well,
Am I still hurt?
you're wounded, so it would be
It's only 3.
3D.
How does that affect
That's
your
still-
brain, though?
Well, that wasn't good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. You're looking at it.
You could have done better than that with your 2.
Nothing really is catching your eye about the planets in the list.
Okay. So do we want to just kill her and take the information back?
Yes.
Sorry, the best.
Alright, I kill her.
Okay. Yeah, you just keep shooting her until she's dead. And, yeah. Y'all then are heading back to your ship.
Yeah.
God, it's weird
Sounds
murdering.
It's weird
Yeah.
murdering.
I
It's
feel pretty
weird.
comfortable with it.
Well, I'm not used to it. I'm not
Just-
used to just being
just
the
in
one to
Zoe
be like,
mode.
yeah, I'll just murder. Yeah. Anyway, I want to see if everyone's not under mind control anymore.
Okay, you bring up the security feeds and look around the ship, and you see people kind of, they look very confused, and kind of they're like looking around and.
Hmm.
Do we want to deal with that at all, or
Not really.
do
So,
we want to just take the ship?
yeah, I was gonna say that. Why don't we just take the whole ship back to the base?
Couldn't we just?
Is that the smartest choice? I mean, we don't know everyone that's on the ship.
I mean, maybe there's
True.
more. Maybe
Well,
there's more on
yeah.
the ship.
Here's the thing: if we take the ship, no, we should not take it back to base. If we were to take the ship, we could take it to a different planet. Or
But why? Just let them deal with it.
It's true. Yeah. And also, wait, security will be coming back. They'll probably be questioning us. No, let's let them handle it. Let's
Yeah,
get the fuck
let's
out of
get
here.
out. Yeah.
We'll probably get in trouble. They
So
probably
yeah,
won't take the time
we're
to
going
us.
to our ship and getting out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Contact the generals. Should we take the ship?
Okay, so you're heading out. You're gonna be trying to sneak your way back to your ship.
I mean, sure, why not?
Yeah, we'll try.
Everyone
certainly
roll
try.
your
How
hide
long am I hurt?
until you get
Uh,
healed.
Alright.
Basically a day in game. At least.
Okay, well,
Like,
hey, wait, did I roll something right? I feel like I rolled something wrong. I did roll something wrong. Let me try this again.
Oh,
Okay, wow. I am ready to leave very stealthily.
oh, nice.
Oh yeah.
Which I can relate.
Okay, good. Wuta did just as bad as Daniel Jack.
Oh.
I always feel bad if the NPCs get a worse hide sneak than the players. But if one of the
Yeah.
players did just as bad, then I don't feel bad. But yeah. Depend on the
we're walking
NPCs.
less like a drunken mob through the corridors anyway.
Yeah, so you're going
Yeah, we're
through.
gonna
Wuta and Daniel Jack aren't being super quiet, but everyone else is being decently stealthy. And you do pass a few people who like do kind of notice you, but one look at the group of you, and they just let you go on your way.
Ain't
And
looking for no trouble.
you get back to your ship without any issue.
We leave.
Okay.
Yeah, we.
Okay.
Well, yeah. Do we want to just leave, or do we want to call the general first?
Let's leave, then call the journal. Like, not warp speed leave, but, I just want to detach myself from the ship.
Well, yeah, that detaching is reasonable. I just think we shouldn't Yeah, whatever.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean by leave. I want to just detach myself.
Oh, God.
Okay. So yeah, you detach from the ship, and are you trying to call like General Spacewalker or like Captain Thorn, the one who sent you on the mission?
I would say Thorn, probably, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Report back to... I mean, I assume they also said, like, report back to me or whatever, you know?
I mean, he didn't really say. He just sent you on the mission.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll call the general.
The general?
Or the captain. Sorry.
That's-
Captain General. I'll call the captain.
Okay, so you call Captain Thorn, and after a little bit, he appears on screen, and he's like, how did the mission go?
Very successful. We killed her.
Is Jacen translating?
Yeah. I'll friend.
I like it, just me talking, and it's just like, dude, I don't understand you. What are you saying? Can you get someone else? Can you stop talking?
Yeah, because he does not understand Wookiee. Or Shri-Wook, I guess is the language it's called. Okay. Okay, you killed her, and the, were there any other CyTech, or what about other CyTech cyborgs aboard?
There were some, but we killed them.
We also got the astrogation data for the next 10 stops.
Okay, why don't you send that to me? And
Sorry?
so we can have people start looking it over, and then head back to base.
Will do.
Okay.
I'm sorry, my dog is going wild now.
Okay, who is doing the astrogation to return to base?
Mine's 5d6. Is that the best or tied for the best?
Yeah.
No, mine's the best. Let me
Okay.
check. 2d6 plus 2.
Okay, well, I'll do the astrogation, I guess.
Okay. The
It's weird. I'm no
If I
pilot.
may.
standard
Right.
journey is actually
I'm gonna do this.
3 days, because the 2 days to get here was better than that was a faster trip, but if you're doing it yourself, yeah, standard is 3 days.
I'm just gonna do standard to be safe.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. Joey wanted to say something.
Treefrog said she has to go.
Oh.
It's in your chat.
Okay. I very rarely notice the chat. Okay. You can head out then. Yeah.
So that's now Treefrog. Hi.
Okay.
Let's just.
Oh, should have made it harder.
I mean, yeah, but I feel like if I did, I would have had a bad roll.
No, it's fine. I
Okay.
always feel
Totally
terrified to do that too. It's hindsight.
I'm not even
Come
gonna
on, Cap.
try fixing all the character names because we're pretty much ending here anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so this is, yeah, so you make the jump and you're heading back. It'll be 3 days. And then, yeah, we'll be back next week with all three of these people. These three, I guess I'm in this corner now.
And I'll be doubling up, I think.
Yeah,
Right?
you'll be doubling up, playing two
Love
characters. And then we'll also have Danietta returning, as well as Cherry will be back, because he just was off this one. And, because he only had two characters. So he'll be in the next two. And then also Tommy's back as well, Tommy Specs, who's taken part twice, I think. So, yeah. And otherwise, yeah. That's where we're going to call this part of the stream. I'll be playing a bit of Animal Crossing yet. So, I'm just going to go on break, and then we'll be back with Animal Crossing in a little bit. After I eat something, use the washroom, get up and stretch. So probably like 20-ish minutes, I'll say. And, yeah. Thanks, everyone, for taking part, and
Thank you.
to Treefrog as well, who had to head
Thanks
out.
for having
but
us.
we did go later than normal because of the starting later than normal.
Yeah.
Although it does work out to we went about 3 hours. We're at 2 hours 55, so it was about the normal length. Just we started late, but yeah.
Yeah.
So going to break now, and then I'll see y'all in a bit.
All right.